standing by a water tank, waiting for a train. I'm 1,000 miles and more from home, sleeping in the rain. Well, I walked up to the train guard to hand him a line of talk. He said, if you've got money, I'll see that you don't walk. Well, I didn't have a dollar, not 1 cent could I show. Get off, you railroad bum. Then he slammed the boxcar door. He put me off in West Australia, a state I dearly love. Wide open spaces all around me, the moon and stars above. Nobody seems to want me or lend me a helping hand. I'm on my way from WA, going back to North Queensland. Well, my pocketbook is empty, my heart is filled with pain. I'm 1,000 miles and more from home, waiting for a train. I'm 1,000 miles and more from home, waiting for a train. Another broken heart on lonely street, on that lonely street where sad hearts meet. A love that once was priceless now sells cheap. Just another broken heart on lonely street. A broken heart don't always mend, you know. You find them where the lights are burning low. For a soul that's lost, there's nowhere else to go. Oh, it's mighty lonesome down that lonely road. Many lonely people just like me, drifting like a lost ship on the sea, drifting on the tide so helplessly. But the rescue ship don't sail down lonely street. A broken heart don't always mend, you know. You find them where the lights are burning low. For a soul that's lost, there's nowhere else to go. Oh, it's mighty lonesome down that lonely road. A ship may founder on the hidden reef, but it don't feel the sorrow and the grief. To love and lose, the heart will always weep. just another broken heart on lonely street. A broken heart don't always mend, you know. You'll find them where the lights are burning low. For a soul that's lost, there's nowhere else to go. Oh, it's mighty lonesome down that lonely road. Yes, it's mighty lonesome down that lonely road. You've heard of the pill that the truck drivers use to keep them awake while they're on the move. Around Australia so far and so wide, from the rugged Kimberleys to the Great Divide. Way out west and the Territory, on every road in each state you will see great trucks rolling day and night. The driver on the pill, he fights for his life. 'Cause 1, 2, they won't affect you. 3, 4, you'll still want more. 5, 6, your eyes, they play tricks. 7, 8, good Lord, it's too late. Across the plains on the great Nullarbor, 50 pills he took and more. The driver recalls leaving Adelaide. He checked his load in Perth next day. There's a cattle train on the long dusty road. The truckie is letting those bullocks go. He thought he heard those cattle say, let us all out of this okay. 'Cause 1, 2, they won't affect you. 3, 4, you'll still want more. 5, 6, your eyes, they play tricks. 7, 8, good Lord, it's too late. Stumpy the truckie is down at the pub. He orders a beer, gives his red eyes a rub. And as he downs that schooner of beer, he doubles the clutch as he changes gear. Now look at old Baldy with crowbars and jacks, fitting that motor that fell on the track. He growls as he sweats and he curses his work, but there's nothing wrong with that big new Kenworth. 'Cause 1, 2, they won't affect you. 3, 4, you'll still want more. 5, 6, your eyes, they play tricks. 7, 8, good Lord, it's too late. In the northwest, it's 104. A big road train couldn't move anymore. The driver said the truck was bogged down in 6 foot of snow that covered the ground. From Perth to Wyndham on the Northern Highway, a big-time truckie was pushing his way. Then all of a sudden he halted that load when a big ocean liner sailed straight up the road. 'Cause 1, 2, they won't affect you. 3, 4, you'll still want more. 5, 6, your eyes, they play tricks. 7, 8, good Lord, it's too late. I shrink from thoughts of darkness with its agonies and pain. For when I hear those snaps and snarls, the torture starts again. I sniff the breeze as twilight falls, I scent the canine smell. I hear their footsteps padding near to start a night of hell. My anguish lows will not be heard, I know I can't survive. I bawl to God for death to come as they eat my flesh alive. A bullock's born for sacrifice, to cook, put in a can, or sometimes salt or dehydrate and sent to a distant land. Though in that case a speedy end comes with a hammer blow. But I'm a real unlucky one, for nature is my foe. The dingoes leave ere daylight breaks and hide in their lair on the range, for they've gorged themselves on my living flesh as I bellowed for death in vain. A short respite while the morning dawns, when the crows and flies take all, picking and blowing my bleeding wounds that the dingoes had ripped and torn. I raise my head when the sun is high to the sound of a stockwhip's crack. This bogged bullock's prayer has been answered. They are mustering at last our back. The stockman dismounts when he sees my plight, and I hear his revolver click. I will smile as that bullet takes my life, 'cause I know the stockman's trick. He will poison my carcass with strychnine, and when the dingoes feast again, their cries will ring out through the lonely night as their bodies twist in pain. These stark facts of the bushland defy a sadistic man to defy a scheme of torture, to inflict pain like nature can. There's snow on the mountain, there's frost on the ground. The flowers have faded and the leaves are all brown. A chill wind is blowing and the nights are so cold, but youth doesn't feel it like a man when he's old. Youth dreams of the future, age dreams of the past. Make hay while the sun shines, it won't always last. So cherish your loved one, love's a treasure untold. But one thing is certain, you can die young or old. So laugh and be happy, for youth must grow old. So search for that rainbow and that big pot of gold. When you're old and feeble, youth don't need you round. Like a flower that's withered, you go back to the ground. Youth dreams of the future, age dreams of the past. Make hay while the sun shines, it won't always last. So cherish your loved one, love's a treasure untold. But one thing is certain, you can die young or old. But one thing is certain, you can die young or old. Well, old mate, we've had some fun, but our spree in town is done. We're stony broke or very nearly so. The The mail truck's going out today, so we had best be on our way. So come on, have a drink before we go. We've really had our share of booze, and we're both battle-scarred and bruised. We'll be right within a week or so. We've had some wild and lively fights, both got locked up for the night. Now back to the bush we'll have to go. I know that you don't want to go. You've really lost your heart, I know, to the little girl down at the old cafe. She won you with her flashing smile, but you will find out in a while that someone else has stolen her away. A bushman cannot pick and choose, so cast away your lovesick blues, and let's be ready for the homeward run. A wife would only tie you down, so let us go from this old town, and we'll be back here when the muster's done. You know, while we've been on the spree, the horses have been running free out where the Mitchell grass is high and wide. They're gonna coil and twist, old mate, when they leave the stockyard gate, and feel the sharp spur rollers on their hide. When a man is working hard, branding in the dusty yard, he trade his saddle for a glass of beer. But in a town he'll only stay long enough to spend his pay. There's nothing else could hold a bushman here. No, nothing else could hold a bushman here. No, nothing else could hold a bushman here.